Nairobi, and everybody's out to see who walks away on Sunday as the person with the 54.9 million shillings that is up for the winner. Remember, everybody is trying to upstage their opponents to see whether they can be, rather they can go to the record books as the winners of this prestigious tournament in Africa. Now, remember, the tournament began early in the morning at around 7:30 a.m. So we have some golfers who have already finished for the day, but there are others who have just teed off a few minutes before we began the show. And we have Kenyans who've already played. Some did not have the best of results, but I want to go through some of the results from the Kenyans, as well as who is on top of the leaderboard as of now, as we wait for the day to come to an end and see who will take the overnight lead heading into day 2. Remember, we are at hole 13. This is where one of the biggest prizes will be given. If you manage to hit that one shot straight to hole 13, you get to walk away with that car worth 8.2 million Kenya shillings. So we are continuing to monitor whether we'll see that happen. But at the moment, the man on top of the leaderboard, he's John Parry, who's played 18 under for the day, following by Shapa Jaden, who has played 7 under, and Rutherford Jemmy, who has played 5 under, tied with Brayton Christopher, who has also played 5 under. Those are the leaders so far. But remember, we'll have to wait until the end of the day so that we can know who is the leader heading into day 2, that is tomorrow. Now, remember, Kenyans who are in action in the morning, the first Kenyan who is on the leaderboard, or rather who has played over, that is 2 over, is Riz Charania. He's the first Kenyan for the day. He has played 2 under. He has finished the game so far. But the results from other Kenyans are not so blistering as we had the... Let me quickly run through that. We had the Kenyans who played in the morning, such as Daniel Nduva, played 1 over so far. We have Njoroge Kabugu, who's played 1 over. And then we have the likes of Greg Snow, who's played 2 over. And Greg Snow is from here in Muthaiga. So we keep monitoring that and see how the other Kenyans who are currently playing will finish the day. And of course, we have Eric Ooko, who's played 3 over, is about to finish. So we keep monitoring that and see how the day will be coming to an end. But right about now, I want to speak to the marketing manager from EABL, that is Josephine Katambo, as well as Hura from KOGL, and we want to hear from them, first from EABL, why they managed to, or rather why they invested heavily into this year's tournament, and from Zuhura, we want to know, how the tournament has been so far. Today is day 1, and what are they looking forward to the end of the tournament that is on Sunday. So let me begin with Josephine. She's right here with me. Good afternoon, Josephine. How are you doing?
Good afternoon. I'm great. Thanks, Andrew.
I'm very fine. Good to have you here on KTN. Yes, EABL, you've put a lot of money into the Magical Kenya Open. Why?
Yeah, so first of all, it's not our first time for us, it's our 12th time. Yes. And you can see it's the 56th time we're having the Kenya Open coming to Kenya. So for us, it's a perfect partnership, married, and that's why we're leading it with Johnny Walker. Mm-hmm. So for Johnny Walker, we believe that you should be in consistent pursuit of your richest desires. And you can imagine, even with the game of golf, there's a lot of perseverance. First of all, playing in this amazing Kenyan sunny weather. And of course, as you have mentioned, we have seen great play and some not so great, but of course, they're still bringing their game, their A game, and they'll still have to show up tomorrow. So for us is how can we show our support, not only giving Kenya the chance to host the tournament, but showing our participation where we are encouraging people to keep walking and be in consistent pursuit of what your richest desires.
Kenyan talent. Now, it's not only golf that you as EABL are involved in. What other sports are you involved in?
So sports is something that is ingrained in us as EABL and KBL because, of course, we also want to showcase our support in what Kenyans really care about. So Tusker has a Tusker team that we know in football. They're actually now topping the league. We also have rugby, where we also show a lot of support there. And now for us is, how do we also bring golf the way football and rugby is very ingrained in Kenyan history? And that's why one of the things that we want to showcase beyond this tournament is also the amateur players that we can bring to the table to headline the next upcoming tournaments, and hopefully end up being pros that now are playing across the world.
They normally say relationships are very important. The relationship between EABL, next year she will be here. So let me speak to Zuhura. Good afternoon. How are you doing?
I'm very fine, thank you.
Yes, different edition 2025. How can you say it's different from 2024?
2025, and we are open to greatness. As you're seeing, we are going beyond golf, and beyond golf is what else? We are fast. We are not leaving anyone behind in the context of ensuring that the whole ecosystem is inclusive. And we are seeing how it's not only the hospitality industry. We are now full at Sankara. We are very full at Movenpick, who have been our hospitality partner. And that is really good for the country at the same time. Better still is the Cadiz economy. We have gotten over 200 casuals that we're giving jobs to be able to work within this week. And some of them, are giving good testimonies, how that money, everyday money, has actually helped them pay a bill here or two. The other part of it is, of course, yes, we are very excited that we also got the regional players. We have got our Kenyan players, and after our pre-qualifier, we got the regional players. And it just means that we are activating us being the hub for DP World Tour's focus into being able to tap onto the other region as well. And we're looking at growing those numbers. But to take it further is we're growing it from the grassroots. We're growing. We were at USIU with the sports, hospitality, business students, and technology to just understand how does this happen and what are the advantages, what are the careers in golf that they can be able to learn. And this afternoon they'll be coming and they're shown behind the scenes, working with them and being able to make them not to be the same again. We also did that with Strathmore, which is very much amazing. But it doesn't go without the excitement of the village. Yes. The excitement of the village as being able to, under EABL, that has of course excited the village, seeing the talents, the creative and economy is actually being plugged in by EABL, seeing the artists, the DJs, having people sit down and enjoying good times, dealing with the mental health in the context of just a smile away, of course, keeps you out to be not to be dull. And then South Africa, who have been the ones who have been able to showcase such kind of a tournament, ourselves in South Africa with DP World.
Well, thank you very much, Zuhura. She's spoken a lot, but of course, we are looking forward to Saturday, that shootout between junior golfers and the pros. I think it will be on hole 13. Yes, hole 13 on Saturday. So we are looking forward to that. We'll be waiting to see what our juniors will showcase. And of course, it will be one way of motivating them to even go further in golf. Thank you very much, Zuhura, and Josephine Katambo from EABL for giving us insights on why EABL has invested so much in Kenya Open, Magical Kenya Open 2025, and of course what to expect on the end of this tournament, which will be on Sunday. Now, I want us to shift gears a bit. We get into some football action. Yes, football action. It's all about the women's national football team, that is Harambee Starlets. They will be in action tomorrow against against Tunisia at Ulinzi Complex, and the PS for Sports, that is Engineer Peter Toom, says that he expects Kenya to actually get a win in both legs. Let's listen in.
It's always a good motivation to have